In fact, staying with news from Haryana, the Haryana government today told the Punjab and Haryana High Court that the question of ethnic cleansing in the demolition exercise carried out in Nuh and Gurugram does not arise, and the same has been undertaken according to the law. This as the hearing began before the bench of Justice Arun Pali and Justice Jagmohan Bansal. This morning, the state's additional Advocate General Deepak Sabharwal verbally told the court that it was not a case of ethnic cleansing at all, and due process was followed in both places, Nuh and Gurugram. He, however, sought more time to file a written statement stating that the data is being compiled. Remember, the Punjab and Haryana High Court had taken up this matter of the demolitions that were taking place in Nuh Suomoto and had very strong words for the administration about the manner in which it went about this demolition, as well as questioning whether this was some kind of ethnic cleansing taking place, given that all of those whose houses were destroyed belonged to a particular community.
As per rules, because it is a PIL and PIL roster is with the Honorable the First Leader.
To Vedanta now for more. And Vedanta, you covered some of those demolitions and then the strong statement by the High Court when it took up this matter after 4 days of the demolitions taking place. Now the Haryana government, they're giving a reply, but it's also been sent back. It's been referred back to the Chief Justice.
That's right, Gargi. The matter is now before the Chief Justice of the Punjab and Haryana High Court, and it will be taken up on Friday is what we're being told. But in its first reply to the Haryana and Punjab High Court strong observations in this particular case, the Haryana government essentially said two things. One, that it was not a targeted demolition exercise because they said that due procedure established by law was followed, saying that notices were served to all the people whose houses were demolished. In fact, on the ground we found that many immigrants said that they had nothing to do with the violence and they had not gotten notices. But the line of argument that the Additional Advocate General took today in court was that due process was followed and notices were served to all the people whose houses and shops were demolished. The other important thing, Gargi, is that now the sources in the Haryana government are telling us that demolitions will continue after the hearing before the Chief Justice on Friday. In fact, this is something that the Advocate General said in court also, that once the matter is heard by the Chief Justice, the demolitions will continue not just in Nuh but also in Gurugram, saying that these are all legal demolitions and all these houses and shops were built on encroached land. This is what the Haryana government is essentially saying, and in a pointed reply also said that there's no question of ethnic cleansing. Remember, all of this started after the Haryana government, and no less than the Chief Minister said that these are immigrants who have encroached government land and they are responsible for the violence as well. So it was after that statement that demolitions began in Haryana's Nuh. So they will continue after the matter is heard by the Chief Justice on Friday. Earlier, the Haryana High Court had also questioned the Home Minister's statement, saying that this is the only solution perhaps as far as these immigrants are concerned, saying that this statement is very questionable. There's been no response on that from the Home Ministry, but the latest that we're getting from the Home Ministry is that as many as 393 people have been arrested in the communal violence, I beg your pardon, in Haryana's Nuh. But again, coming back to the point that Monu Manesar is still at large, he's not been arrested yet, and no case has been registered as far as his role in triggering the violence and putting up those posts on social media, those inflammatory posts are concerned. But the latest is that the Haryana government says that demolitions will continue after the Chief Justice hears the matter on Friday.